Hey everyone, welcome back, y'all. What you're seeing here is a grocery haul from Walmart today for $247. It was $246 and some change. We're just rounding it to $247. Next week, I have cut my grocery bill down to $50 for next week. So, crossing my fingers, we can stick to that and eat off some more of our preps downstairs and things of that nature. On average, we are supposed to be spending roughly around $200 per week. Now, last week we didn't spend any money for groceries, so we had an extra $200 that went to a extra debt payment right now. This week we are over a little bit, but we're not really over a little bit. Reason for that is we do have some preps in here, and that will come out of the prep binder envelope, and we also have some home items that need to come out of the personal care envelope that is not grocery related. So honestly, we are pretty much right on target with what we needed to spend for $200 this week. Now, next week, we do not have the $200 budget. I'm going to cramp us and take us down to a $50 budget next week as a fill-in haul where we're still eating down preps as well. So, with that being said, Jessica got herself some mini cupcakes. That was her snack and treat for the week. I did get 2 of the Salisbury steaks. Now, these are for my son. He has one as a meal. Yes, y'all, he does eat 6 Salisbury steaks and a can of corn to go with it. I know it's a lot, but just so that y'all don't get all confused or upset with me saying, oh my God, your son's eating too much. He is 5'4". He weighs 110 pounds. So he's not overweight. He's not got any problems with eating. He just eats 6 of those and a can of corn. So since I have such a low budget next week and I've cramped myself down that low, I went ahead and bought 2, one for this week, one for next week. The reason for that is there is a day where I call it Mom's Not Cooking Night, and they will grab their meal and they will eat their meal. So this one for this week, that one for next week. 3 pounds of hamburger, $73.27. Hamburger is still fairly expensive in our area. This was close to $4.25 per pound. That is ridiculous, but it is what it is. Underneath there, you'll find a 60-count box of eggs. We go through a lot of eggs in the house. My chihuahuas use them as snacks, and my kids eat everything that you can make with eggs. So with that being said, 60-count box went down to $6.05. It's back up to $7.38 for a 60-count. I'm not going to complain. It's no longer $25. Would love to see it lower, though. 2 4-packs of tuna. We are almost out of tuna in our prep stock pantry. We are going to have to start to restock that. So 1 can is going into the preps. The other can is for the 2 younger kids, Philip and Jesse, to have tuna casserole. The other 2 cans is so Danya can make herself tuna sandwiches on that night. She does not like tuna casserole, so she'll have tuna sandwiches. So 1 for the prep area, 1 upstairs for us. My peppermint mocha, this is part of the reason it's thrown me back into the vegetarian world versus the vegan world. Just a short rundown for y'all. The only things that I eat in the vegetarian world are my based milk creamers like this, cheese, and sour cream, y'all. So those 3 items is something I need to have in my life. Any kind of cheeses, any kind of sour cream, and creamers. That's the only reason I'm in the vegetarian world versus the vegan world right now. 2 things of dish soap. They didn't have the bigger bottle, so they gave me 2 of the smaller ones. I prefer these. They were leaky a little bit, but not enough to have me get a refund, by no means at all. So these 2 will go down to the prep area. I love the Walmart Ultra a lot more than I even love Dawn. These things are amazing. This brand works great. So this is the Walmart Great Value Ultra dish soap, and it works really good. So they just substituted it with 2 of those versus the big one. And y'all, I've noticed, keep an eye out when you get substitutions. Some of these they're substituting, they're giving me the same price as the item that they could not do. And they stopped doing substitutions for a while. I don't know if they're back to doing it or what. Got some Roma tomatoes over here. Wasn't paying attention. I put these 6 in my cart. I do have 2 in my fridge still. But I also accidentally bought a huge pack of the slicing tomatoes. That's fine. They will be used up for sure. Down here, I've got a box of 4 of the Tortino pizzas, the party pizzas. 2 for Danya, 2 for two for Jessica, I'm sorry. The 2 for Danya is for the night that I'm not cooking. She'll have 1 this week, 1 next week. Same for Jessica. She'll have 1 this week, 1 next week while Philip eats his Salisbury steak. I allow my kids to pick out that meal so that they can have what they want for that meal. I got 1 English cucumber. My bad issue with this is I buy a bunch of cucumbers and then, I take that back. This isn't English. This is regular cucumber. I buy a bunch of cucumbers, and then I don't get through them all quick enough, and they go bad too quickly. So I only got one for this week, and that's what I'll be doing, is one per week. Up here we got some chick patties. This is pretty much for either a night of quick dinners to go with homemade French fries for my kiddos. For lunches, they're going to be eating sandwiches and chips and things of that nature. Over here, I am no longer going to do shredded cheeses. I've said that before, and then I went back. I'm not doing it anymore. The Kobe Jack cheese will be for my son because that's something he wanted. The sharp cheddar, and then I've got a mozzarella one as well. I am going back to shredding our own cheese because the cheese that is grated, it just goes bad so much faster, and I don't want to have to throw anything out. All right, 1 gallon of vegetable oil for the house. 2 5-pound bags of just russet potatoes. I prefer russet. I know a lot of people prefer the golden potatoes. I do not. I actually like the russet over the golden potatoes. So 2 bags of that, and I don't really care too much for red potatoes. I do got 3 of the 2 liters of soda, a lightning one for my son, which is a Mountain Dew knockoff, an orange for Jessica, I'm sorry, and a root beer for Danya, and that is our soda for the week. Yes, I allow my kids to have soda. All right, over here, unfortunately, we are going back to doing softener. I've been trying to keep away from softener and just use the vinegar and then the dryer sheets. My kids are not very happy. They said the clothes just don't have the right smell to them. So we did go back to the Swatnell softener. I'm okay with it. I was just hoping that we could just stay on vinegar. But with that being said, we've got that 10 pounds of sugar. This is actually going to, half of it's going to refill our sugar here. The other half is going into one of my prep buckets because it's needing to be restocked a little bit and topped off. Over here, a 50 count bag of sausage links from Banquet. And then I have underneath there, I have 2 big boxes. One is spring mix with spinach. The other one is spinach, and they are both organic. Over here, this is one of my favorites, and I apologize, I don't know if I'm showing it to you right. That's why I'm spinning it around. This is the Masters sea salt and butter. I think it's got garlic in there as well. And I use this for my baked potato, so I don't use a whole bunch of butter on my baked potato and things of that nature. And I like that, so I don't have to put a whole bunch of extra calories in. I do have 2 bags of chips here. I apologize, I don't know whose chips are whose. Philip got sour cream and onion, and Danya got a bag of Takis. I think these are the Takis. I think these are the sour cream. Don't quote me. I don't know. I don't see. So we've got that over here. 18 count pack of toilet paper because we're down to 1 year of toilet paper now, so I'm restocking for the next year. So I am now going to be buying 18 count rolls of toilet paper either from Walmart, or I'm going to buy the bigger quantity packs every time that I shop at Sam's Club. So we've got that. We've got hamburger buns and hot dog buns because there's no way in heck I'm going to be making hamburgers and hot dogs. Now, back here, hiding, is our new hot dogs. We are going to start getting the Oscar Mayer. My kids like them better than the Bar S hot dogs. They're not that much more expensive. This is a 20 pack. That way they can have those for lunches as well this week. I can make some chili or pull some chili actually out of the freezer, and they can do chili dogs if they would like. Huge 72 count pack of cheese. My kids prefer the Great Value over the Kraft cheese. They do not like Kraft cheese of any nation, variety, version, whatever. So 72 count of cheese, so they can do cheese sandwiches and things of that nature. We do have peanut butter and jelly. I stopped buying store-bought ham and things of that nature because it was going bad so fast. They weren't eating through it, and it is still super expensive. We're still looking at nearly $6 for a pound of deli ham in the cold cut section, not even over in the deli section. So peanut butter and jelly it is. Jessica's not making hers because she'll put a pound of jelly on there. She'll put 2 pounds of peanut butter on her sandwich. We'll be making that sandwich for her. Over here, out of my house care, I will have to take $14 for Danya's and about $13 or so dollars for Jessica's. Jessica gets the Aussie shampoo and conditioner. Danya does the Pantene Pro V. Over here, again, the 18 count of Great Value Super Strong toilet paper. That will come out of my prep account, not our grocery budget. Okay, what else we got over here? I apologize. My son did a really good job of stacking this counter for me, but I don't know where everything is at. Again, if I miss something, you see it. I did not try to hide it from y'all. So I know I'm missing something because I remember something and I don't remember where it's at now. Oh my goodness. What could I be missing? Okay. Breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs. Here they are. So I'm going to be making chicken for the kids. The one thing I did not see, son, and I did not find is my chicken leg quarters. I don't even... Did they have the chicken leg quarters? The bag of chicken leg quarters? No. All right, y'all. Either it's missing or it was out of stock. But it is the chicken leg quarters. I was trying to get them. They're 67 cents a pound. I will have to check my phone on my app and see if maybe they were out of stock or they didn't have a replacement. I did try to get a 10-pound bag of chicken leg quarters that I will cut down and put 8 pieces into our Reynolds freezer paper and mark it as an 8-piece chicken for my kids so that I can cook those up for them. So I'm not sure where it's at. We don't have it here. So again, I'll check my app and things of that nature. I still have a ton of chicken thighs and chicken breasts downstairs and chicken legs. Well, not chicken breasts, I apologize. Chicken legs and chicken thighs downstairs in the freezer. So I'll pull those up, but I'm going to have to check my app and find out if maybe they were out of stock. They're having a hard time keeping those chicken leg quarters in stock. And what I'm talking about, I believe it's called Gold Leaf chicken leg quarters. They come in a bag for 67 cents a pound. You get 10 pounds for $6.70. I'm going to start buying those and just bulking up on those because now my kids have decided they no longer want the chicken breast that I was buying that was super duper expensive versus the chicken leg quarters that I can cut the thigh away from the leg. They like those better now, and y'all, I'm happy because I don't mind paying 67 cents a pound for chicken versus paying $2.97 a pound for chicken. So, oh, I know what I forgot, y'all. There's coffee. That wasn't breadcrumbs. I apologize. That's coffee. I thought that was my breadcrumbs. I think I might be missing my breadcrumbs too because I am not finding them over here. So I'll have to check because it looks like I'm missing my breadcrumbs and it looks like I am missing my leg quarters. But this is coffee. I thought this was bread. I thought this was breadcrumbs, but I held it and it's a pretty big container. So that's got to be my Great Value medium roast coffee. So any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, leave them down in the comment section down below. And for those of you on the budgeting side of things, since I'm putting this video up on both of my channels, on the budgeting side, I'll go ahead and do a breakdown next week of what actually was groceries versus what is actually prep items versus what is actually home items that are actually the hair shampoo and conditioner for both the girls. I do have an Amazon order coming in, so I'll be talking you guys through that because it was some items that I am now doing a subscribe and save on. So we'll catch you in the next video. Until then, Without Limits is out.